Hi everyone, I'm Bruce Schwartz. Thanks so much for stopping by, for contributing, guys, for subscribing, for commenting, and for being here for this channel. Because of you guys, this is why this channel goes on. Listen, this is on the surface of the moon. It literally looks like an element inside of a barbecue. So we're looking at an area that's about 6 to 10 kilometers wide. And look at what we're looking at. Okay, what I'm trying to show you all is that it's something constructed. Look at the symmetry in the how it waves all the way across there, probably about, oh gosh, 30, 40 miles in a row for sure. And these objects are all around and amongst the craters, but some of them remind me not necessarily of only housing or lodging. It could also be machinery. And, you know, I haven't heard it in many areas. I heard John Lear, the first person, and well, for me, was the first person and almost the only person that I ever heard talking about there being, you know, mechanical objects possibly on the surface of the moon. You know, there's nothing wrong with me or anyone, anyway, speculating what the heck is up there. When you see these objects in symmetry, you can clearly see a dugout area very low, or it's a high rising off the surface. Endymion Crater, two paths, okay, two corridors, I call it. It's not ejecta, so long me. It leaves Endymion Crater from the back all across it and goes down to the preceding crater underneath Endymion Crater. And we're in the northwest side of the moon here. Here near Clavius Crater, of course, and we can see as we're going down. Yeah, I found another UFO, more UFOs. These UFOs, I want everyone to see them. And I'm finding, again, different types of UFOs. We're going to see lights flashing inside of some kind of a field, of course, but always keep in mind that it could be a wavelength that our eyes aren't really distinguishing properly. And what happens is we could see a white mist. That's an all new field in itself of research, but I've been looking into it, and here it is. And I love this one because it's clear enough. You can see the bottom right, two other ones are just shifting off there. Clavius Crater is just over top right here. We're at the south side of the Clavius Crater, the bottom, and we see this object that it seems that it is spiraling, but there are, we'll look at several ways, and you can see that there's a light or something inside of it that is not alone, turning around. It looks like 3 or 4 of the lights. There's some kind of emanating field coming from it. But amongst them, you could see other objects rising and descending or whatnot underneath what looks like, again, a definite haze or smoke or something on the surface of the moon, because we are right in the surface, you know. And when I say right on the surface, is that I believe the areas where we can see structuring on a clear surface, it's because they could possibly be unclouded areas or smoke-free areas, or areas that are elevated over the clouds that we're able to actually see some of the surface. These objects are caught every time I go up. No one's going to ever tell me again that there are not living beings or creatures on the surface of the moon. But again, for speculation, these are UFOs. They could be biological creatures, satellites, they could be living, they could be crafts. I don't know. I'm not hiding what I'm finding, and I'm allowed my own thoughts, of course, and I have my own speculative ideas of what these areas could be. This is over top of Mare Fecunditatis. Again, a surface view to see what the terrain looks like. Look at here, back to the UFO here, and it's actually night vision filter, but with a light filter applied to lighten the greenish hue. Just watch as we zoom up. You can see that the bottom of Clavius Crater is right there. So this is my 3rd or 4th time catching objects over Clavius Crater, and this time they're not going in the same direction as they were the last time I posted them. Clearly a coincidence that it's been 3 months in a row that on the 24th I'm able to get the surface of the moon. Strictly coincidence. but nonetheless, pretty cool being able to compare the same date for 3 months. I'm finding these objects, and none of them are the same. None of them are going at the same speeds or rates, and it's just more proof that, you know, something's going on up there on the surface. Whether it be us, humans, or secret space programs or not, we might not ever know that, but we can still benefit from viewing ourselves what is up there. Most craters are not what you think they are. And these gray patches that I'm showing you right here are smaller structures. Of course, some areas could be a smoke or haze. Even cloud cover, I'm starting to wonder, you know. Here, beautiful, beautiful view of what looks to me like millions of areas, you know, that have proof like this. I'm sure there are millions. The closer we get in, that's for sure. Look at this crater. Look at the symmetrical architecture to it. It's like a base platform for objects, vessels to land. This is the real surface, no manipulation there whatsoever. And Christy Lindsay, I love you, my dear. Thanks so much for the contribution, the generous contributions as always. And thanks for the support. Thanks for commenting, for being there, and for being so supportive, Christy. And thanks for connecting.